In Northwest News, President Obama is not the only person getting new cabinet members. Our governor added 3 to his own. Governor Jay Inslee has announced 3 appointments to lead Washington State's military department, the Department of Commerce, and the Healthcare Authority. Brigadier General Brett Doherty was reappointed today to his position as Adjutant General of the state's military department. He serves as commander of Washington's Army and National Guard forces and oversees the state's emergency management and enhanced 911 programs. Brian Bondlender, who had served as Inslee's chief of staff and legislative director while Inslee was in Congress, was named as the director of the Department of Commerce. Inslee named Dorothy Frost Teeter as director of the Healthcare Authority, overseeing healthcare services for state employees and low-income residents. She is a senior advisor at the Center for Medicare and Medicaid Innovation in Maryland and will start in March. A passenger ferry that ran aground Monday near Indian Island was pulled free today and taken out of the water at Port Townsend. Transit Executive Director John Clausen told the Peninsula Daily News there was no damage other than scratched paint. He says the 78-foot catamaran ran aground in the Portage Creek Canal separating Indian Island and Port Hadlock because of confusion over channel markers. The 77-passenger ferry was out of service at the time and headed to Port Townsend for winter maintenance. It has been used to carry passengers between Bremerton and Seattle. Washington is one of a handful of states where being married to your alleged victim is an absolute defense against some forms of rape and sexual assault. The bill that received a hearing today in the House would change that. House Bill 1108 would remove the spousal exemption from both rape in the 3rd degree, which is where no physical force is used, and from taking indecent liberties. Washington removed the marital exemption for 1st and 2nd degree rape in 1983. Prosecutors and domestic violence groups testified in favor of the change. Bill sponsor Roger Goodman, a Democrat from Kirkland, said he is pretty confident that it would pass out of the legislature and make it to the governor's desk. A reported prowler has been shot and killed in Vancouver, Washington. Police say dispatchers received a call about 4 a.m. this morning about a prowler in the neighborhood. Spokeswoman Kim Kapp said police received another call minutes later saying the prowler had been shot. The Columbian newspaper reports the suspect did not survive. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Seattle says a former loan officer at Pierce Commercial Bank was sentenced to 10 years in prison for mortgage fraud yesterday. U.S. Attorney Jenny Durkham says Sean Portman pleaded guilty last September to conspiracy to making false statements in loan applications, making false statements to the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, and other counts. Prosecutors say that between 2004 and 2008, Portman falsified information about the borrower's qualifications as well as their intent to reside in the homes being financed, among other infractions. Authorities say Portman closed at least 300 loans with false information. More than half of the loans have defaulted, causing an estimated loss of more than $10 million to Pierce Commercial Bank. That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.